Welcome to Dutch Class Advanced. Today we are going to talk about the articles de and het. Other languages have strict rules what article to use based on the gender of the word. In Dutch, however, we seem to have no rules. But that's not entirely true, because there are also some words where you don't have to study the article by heart. But let's start with the basics. De and het both mean de. Some people think that de is male and het is female, but that's certainly not the case. Instead, de is both male and female. You can say de man and de vrouw. And het is not female but neutral. Like I said, there are some rules you can learn to determine whether a word has de or het. Some words always start with de, and we're going to discuss them now. Fruits, trees and plants always start with de. For example, de eik, which means the oak, de appel, which means the apple, or de cactus, which means the cactus. Most of the words that refer to persons also start with de. For example, de minister, de ober, de vriendin, de idioot and de oma. For plurals, you also use de as article. For example, de huizen, de schoenen, de dingen, de benen and de mensen. You can recognize a plural by ending with en. Some words always have het as article. For example, diminutives always have het as article. And yes, I had to Google that word. Examples are het boompje, het tafeltje, het meisje, het raketje and het muisje. You can recognize a diminutive by ending with je. But Dutch would not be Dutch if there was not some strange twist, because there are also some words that have both de and het as article, but that does not mean that you have a free card just to say whatever you want and always be correct, because in those cases, whether you use de or het determines the meaning of the word. Let's show some examples. De aas means the ace, like this thing right here. But if you say het aas, then you say the bait, like this thing. Another example is het idee. This means the plan. If you say de idee, however, you are talking about the belief. If you want to mention the human race in Dutch, you say de mens. But if you say het mens, then you are referring to a person. So let's summarize everything that I have discussed this far. De is both male and female, and het is neutral. Words that always start with de are fruits, trees and plants, words that refer to persons, and plurals. And diminutives always have het as article. Let's now move on to the part that we have all been hoping and wishing for, and those are the exercises. Please fill in the correct article on the place of the red dots. The English sentence is: Die banana I bought today was very tasty. The correct article is de, because, like I said, fruits always start with de. So the correct translation is: De banaan die ik vandaag heb gekocht was erg lekker. So the next one. I like the videos from Dutch class, but the teacher is weird. The correct answer is 2 times de, because videos is plural and plural always has de, and teacher refers to a person. So the correct translation is: Ik vind de video's van Dutch Class leuk, maar de leraar is raar. The next exercise. I take the bait with me and go fishing. As we discussed before, the bait is het aas. So the correct translation is: ik neem het aas mee en ga vissen. What about this one? I take the baits with me and go fishing. Because this time you are talking about multiple baits, so plural, you use de, because plural is always de. Okay, after this one we are done with the baits. I take the little bait with me and go fishing. Because a little bait is a diminutive, you use het, because diminutives always have het as article. So what about this one? The human is the only animal that can drive car. And no, you are not allowed to look back in this video. Because we're talking about the human race and not just one person, we say: de mens is het enige dier dat auto kan rijden. The mice in the garage scare me. Do we say de muizen or het muizen? Because muizen is plural, we say: de muizen in de garage maken me bang. And what about the little mouse in the garage scares me? Then we say het, because muisje is a diminutive, so we say: het muisje in de garage maakt me bang. The last one is a tricky one. The little mice in the garage scare me. Do we say het or de? What do you think? Leave a comment below with your answer. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one.